Welcome to episode 71 of Lost in Immersion, your weekly 45-minute stream about innovation. As VR and AR veterans, we will discuss the latest news of the immersive industry. Welcome back, Seb. You lost some air in
Thanks.
the process.
That's right. Yes.
So please begin. Fabio, sorry, as usual.
Yeah, okay. So today I want to talk about Pico. So there were a few rumors a couple of months ago that Pico was not in the best of health. But now in just a couple of weeks, there were two very interesting releases from Pico. So of course the most interesting one is the Pico 4 Ultra. So is their new latest headset. So it's actually not really. Well, I can play the video real quick here while I'm talking about it. Okay, so it's not a completely new headset. It's actually like the Pico 4, but upgraded quite a lot. And it's very interesting to see what they upgraded and how they present the headset to know where their target market is. So, you see the presentation video is a lot of like it ticks all the box of spatial computing, and so here you can see you can record spatial videos while looking in pass-through, so similar to what you can do with the Apple Vision Pro. There was movies before, sorry. You have games. They showcase the chipset because it's, I think, the most improved area in the headset. So yeah, games and fitness, social VR, games again, and in the end, if I can, the spatial computing somewhere here. In the end, yeah, here. Very short mention of spatial computing. Anyway, if we look at the technical specifics, so I won't spend too much time on it, but it's really fun to see that they looked at the benchmark, so the Quest 3, and they push a bit. They so improved a bit on all of them, except the Snapdragon, which is the same chipset as in the Quest 3. But otherwise, yeah, it's very similar to the Quest 3. So my guess is like probably the target market is really not a competitor to the Apple Vision Pro. Looking at the specifications and the pricing, because it's priced at 600 USD. So really in the same range as the Quest 3. I think another hint is the other announcement that they made is this full body motion tracking sensors that they released roughly at the same time. So here we can see it's really targeting social VR, gaming, fitness, all this kind of experience, which is more like a direct competition to what can be done with the Quest 3. So yeah, here you go. It's, I think, one of the a good competitor to the Quest 3, depending on the content also that will be available. And yeah, we'll stop there, and we can start discussion about what do you think, guys, of this new Pico 4 Ultra. Seb?
Yeah, it seems great that they improved quite a bit on the quality of the camera that are in the front. We can't really see where they are positioned, if they are more centered in front of the eyes. I think it's still a bit low, but maybe a bit higher than the Quest 3. So we'll see if there are also some issue with reforming the picture together, like the Quest 3 at the beginning. Now it's really improved, but they did that mostly on the software part. And the other improvement is the amount of RAM, which seems to allow much more quality from what I've seen and the first feedback. So, and also the motion tracker is a good thing that they. I don't know if they plan to package that as a whole or if you need to buy them separately, and what will be the quality and the amount of requirement to calibrate the device. But if that's fluid for the user, then that could also allow to bring more different game to the party. In terms of pricing, they're pricing just under the Quest 3, right? Or about the same price, right? We
Yeah,
don't know the price in Europe, but it's only planned to release in China right now.
Yeah, it released yesterday, I think, in China. So yeah. About the calibration we see here, it seems like it's a kind of an instant calibration done by looking down on the sensors. So this is what they explain in the product page.
If that's the case, then it's great.
Okay, Guillaume.
Yeah, basically it's as you mentioned, it's a upgraded version of the Meta Quest 3 on all level. You mentioned the Snapdragon that is still the same, but they mentioned that because they created an back of the head uh, implementation, they can overclock the Snapdragon because the heat is not at the front; it's at the back now. So they can push it to its limits and provide more power as well. So I really checked the warping and all this distortion characteristic, and it seems to have better results as well as the Quest 3, despite all the upgrades that we've got during the since the launch of the headset. So they really worked on this. Maybe by using more resolution and so on, they low and more computation power as well, as I mentioned. Maybe they can have more powerful algorithm for correction, but it seems to be better than the Quest 3 as well. So for those who don't have the Quest 3 yet, I guess it's a great option on the market for them to have this. Maybe a more open platform as well in comparison to the Horizon OS or our Horizon platform. The only bad point is the availability in your country. I know that I know some person that are taking orders in Canada and US for them to get the headset. I don't know about Europe, but I guess you'll be the last, every time with Pico. Yeah.
Sorry, I was muted. Another thing that is interesting is, if I remember correctly, there was some discussions between Tencent and Meta about bringing the Quest 3 or similar headset into China. And so ByteDance being a competitor to Tencent, maybe it's the way that they are trying to be ahead of the competition. I don't know. It's just a speculation, but it's a good timing for that maybe for them. with like back to school and timing. I don't know. Okay. Do you have anything else to mention on that new Pico?
No, I'll try to get a demo in the upcoming weeks. As you mentioned, I got somebody that has hands of the Pico because they are doing a collaboration with them. So I try to do a review of this.
Great.
Cool. Nice. Okay. Seb?
Yes. So today I wanted to talk about MetaSpark. That is Meta that has decided to stop MetaSpark, their platform to create augmented reality experience for Instagram, Facebook, which was first launched in 2017, and now they're closing it because what they are explaining is that they want to focus more on future needs that consumer and business could have. So it's a lot of disappointment for those that invested a lot in creating those kind of effects and were selling them as a product to their clients. But all of them will be shut down, and in January 2025, the 14th, all third-party augmented reality effect will be shut down. Only the one created by Meta will remain. So I guess for the community that we're doing a lot of augmented reality experiences with those platforms, that's a shock. And considering all the investment that they are doing in all areas, we could understand that they want to focus more on AI right now because it's moving forward much more faster, and I think they will use it in their new glasses that will be released. So I guess that makes sense for them to switch to that now. Having used the Meta Spark Air Studio, I know that it may have been there was a lot of crashes, bugs, and it was quite a nightmare to work with it. So maybe it became a big ball of mud, and they were not able to make it or to rebuild it to make it sustainable for them. I don't know what was the investment on their side that require them to stop the investment on this part. What do you think, guys? Guillaume?
Well, this is basically the same story every time. Big companies are investing or developing a development platform, and then they can switch the button to off whenever they want, without any regards for those who have invested, as you mentioned, or who is working with this. Um, it really put the question on, should small studios or invest time or money in this kind of platform, or should they think something that would be more stable? We are seeing like third parties like for Eighth Wall, for example. Um, I guess as it is their main activities, they won't be shutting this platform soon. As for Meta or Amazon or whatever, as it is just a fraction, or Microsoft, it's a great example with the HoloLens, for example, that is about to close as well. Um, all those companies where AR or VR or any immersive technology is just like a side job or a side activity. Once they are trying to earn or to lose less money, they're just cutting it, and whatever the chaos behind that. So it really ask this answer, and I've never been very fond of those platforms because, as you mentioned as well, they are already quite closed and not so well implemented. And usually you are using a side API or SDK on the side to get your results. So yeah, just another example to add to the pile. And uh, as it was not that great, it's not a great loss, I guess, for us. But yeah.
Yeah, I think it's nice to compare this with Snapchat, where indeed Snapchat, like their main business is Snapchat. So Snapchat was already way ahead of Meta Spark in terms of feature and quality of experience, both for the development studio and for the users. So yeah, I guess it's good news for Snapchat. Maybe there are more brands who will come to Snapchat to if they want to do some AR effects on social. And maybe a not so bad news for the developers because yeah, Snapchat Studio is much pleasant experience than Spark. But still, yeah, it's like it's one of the uh, like standard, I would say, AR experience on social network. Um, so I guess maybe it's another victim, as you said, Seb, another victim of AI already. Um, maybe AI is not taking our jobs yet, but it's taking out SDKs and priorities in the big tech companies. Yeah.
Definitely, yeah. And it's funny to see that Snap, you were mentioning Snap, their spectacles is supposed to be released on the 17th, I think, of September. And then 1 week later, it's Meta that released them. So we'll see what the shoes. Maybe Snap is keeping the augmented reality part for their glasses and not focusing on AI right now, because I don't think they did a couple of things on their platform to add AI, but it's not at the point of competing with what Meta is releasing right now. So maybe there is two strategies there that will be revealed on how those glasses will work and what they will be capable to do. We'll see. And that's it for me, Guillaume, if you want to
Okay,
switch to your
it will
subject.
be a great transition because I would like to do maybe an overall about the strategy of Meta lately. Um, so they announced the Horizon OS, but no more news till this time. With great partnership, but we haven't seen anything yet. So it's kind of weird. It's been like 6 months now, barely. They announced that they will cancel the Meta Quest Pro 2, so it's not in their project anymore. And the latest news from yesterday or the day before is that maybe their glasses won't be released in 2025, but in 2027, as they are targeting a 100-gram device. So they really want to do those Ray-Ban glasses, but with AR. So I guess like everyone else, the technology is not there yet. So they are probably postponing their release as well. So what will they announce? What will they announce like in a few weeks? We don't know. As usual, the global marketing strategy and communication is very weird with Meta. Um, yes, and yeah, it's really complicated. Maybe they will announce the Quest 3S instead. as we talked about it, just to switch the narrative and saying no, we are releasing something in 2025, but it's not the AR glasses. But yeah, uh, I don't know if you're thinking the same, but with the Apple Vision Pro, I really thought that we will have a new boost in AR and VR, especially in 2025. We saw Samsung, Google, Microsoft, and everyone was like building something to be released next year, and maybe have another uh, progression curve for the immersive world. And it seems like, I don't know if it's AI once again, but or once again they are just facing the technological issue of AR, and maybe the not so great success of the Apple Vision Pro. Maybe they are just breaking a bit on this. But yeah, we had this hype curve, and now I'm feeling that it's going down, as nobody is talking about immersive world anymore. A lot of journalists is just burying the Apple Vision Pro, like always, and saying it's a big fail. But we already mentioned that it's not the case. So yeah, so this is the first part I would like to talk about with you guys. So what do you think? Is Meta completely lost as those ways, or what are they doing exactly? Fab.
That's a very good question. Yeah, if indeed they are postponing, like, is it like 2 years? I think
Yeah.
that will be 2 years. The glasses, but they kind of like teased it a couple of months ago, so that's like it's a bit weird. Maybe they hit a complete blocker on their I don't know, production process, or they realized like yeah, to be really effective, this type of device has to be really, really lightweight. I think it's as you said, back to the always the same question is what makes someone what would make someone wear a headset from morning to evening? um, and it's not the Vision Pro, it's not the Quest 3. So is it, yeah, like a very, very lightweight pair of glasses that probably won't be super immersive, like I mean fully immersive, but maybe uh, like, yeah, AR glasses. That's the $1 million question, I think. uh, but I'm also quite interested to see what Snapchat does with their spectacles on that same topic. If they manage to release something that is quite a leap forward, I will say, in terms of quality, that could be very nice to test, to see what they can do with it. Yeah. Seb?
Yeah, one thing I
Oh, sorry.
missed, I didn't say is that they would use the puck-like hardware architecture, meaning that you have your glasses and you have the CPU in your pocket, like the Magic Leap or Apple Vision Pro as well. So be switching to this to gain the maximum weight on the glasses themselves. Yeah, up to you.
And not Wi-Fi 7 or Bluetooth or not any.
No.
Yeah, that's worries me
It's
quite.
just rumors
Having a
for now,
cable all
so
the
we'll see.
time. Yeah. We tend to be used to having air plug in our ears, like Fabien right now. So yeah, but yeah, that's yeah. I don't have a lot to add to what you said. You already said everything, so you can maybe switch to on that next topic again.
Okay, the last one. So just let me share my stuff. So just a quick and I guess fun topics. So some area that I was not aware of is that in the field of binoculars, there is a whole new world of uh, augmented visualization. All started with the binocular made by Swarovski, and they had some feature that when you are pointing at a bird or mammals or anything, you can press a button and it can recognize what you are looking at. So this is a starting point of the whole movement there. And there is this Kickstarter project where they are going a bit further, and they would like to add an AR layer up to this, meaning that wherever you are looking at, it can print information about the path, the mountains, the animals on whatever you are looking at, and follow the view instead compared to the Swarovski binocular, or where it's more heads-up display. Here it's a full AR mode, so not something very complicated. Just a monochrome add-on layer to for you to have those information. You see whatever you are looking at, it can uh, track track it so that when you are giving the binocular to someone else, the augmentation stays where it is. So just to share that AR is not just for the Apple Vision Pro and all. There is some specific field where the application seems to make senses. Meaning, sorry, because as you are looking at here, they just they reach their goals, and this project should be released because it's a Kickstarter one. We've all been there and done that, and until you get the product in your hands, nothing is sure about this. So, what do you think about this refreshing application of AR? Uh, let's start with you, Fabian.
Yeah. So indeed, it's a very nice idea, and I really like that feature where that you mentioned, where if you see something, you can like track it, and the binocular remembers it, and when you give the binocular to someone else, it's still tracked. Because yeah, I think we all were there like trying to find something during 10 minutes after someone said like it's there. I'm I have to say I'm a bit skeptic of the of course like the images and the videos that they show on the Kickstarter page are like fake, probably.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a big skeptic on will they be able to reach the same level of tracking and same level of quality, but I really like that idea. Yeah,
And
it's
like,
kind of
yeah,
this sci-fi army kind of binocular that you have. Yeah.
and yeah, like this Swarovski. In fact, it's connected to your cell phone, where most of the CPU is done. I know that for the Swarovski one, it's linked to especially an application that is Merlin. No, I don't know if you know that, but it's a very powerful app where you can it recognizes all the birds that are around you based on the sound, and they have this visual recognition as well. So all the knowledge is from this database that is working very great. So they didn't implemented anything more. So I guess it'll be the same here. But yeah, I'm very skeptical as well because there are not much, you know, cameras and so on. There are not much sensor to these binoculars, so I don't know how they will improve all the tracking and so on.
Yeah, even for the geolocation, seems
Mm.
like require a GPS to and a good one to get their position and be able
Mm-mm.
to trace a path in the
And
mountains,
the
for example.
battery as well, and all the form factor. So yeah, we'll
Hmm.
see the end result, but it's really interesting to see what AR can do
Hmm.
in other field.
Definitely. I saw the version at Mobile World Congress, the one you were mentioning that recognized bird already,
Okay.
and yeah, it was working great. They had a booth where they had a couple of pictures of birds quite far away, and you had to target them, and it was giving you directly the name of and the species of the bird you were looking at. So, hmm.
And the other point is the price, of course, because the Swarovski one is 3,500, and those one would be less like than 1,000. So we'll see.
Hmm.
Okay, that's it for me. Do you have anything more to add? Nope.
Yep.
Okay, so that's it for this week. So we'll see you in 2 weeks, and we'll try our best to do some shorts during that period of time. So thank you guys, and see you for another episode of Lost in Immersion.
Thank you.
Thanks.